So let's talk about Kang Dynasty, which is on the way pretty soon. Although D23 didn't really talk about the Kang Dynasty, Fantastic Four, X-Men, they didn't talk about a lot of the things we were expecting, but we still got some pretty cool stuff here. So let's talk about the Ant-Man and the Wasp footage that we just got. So I already made a video talking about the Black Panther Wakanda Forever footage description. You can go definitely check that video out, as well as our coverage on other stuff at D23 like Indiana Jones 5, as well as Loki Season 2, and we still got a lot more to talk about, so stay tuned for it. Today's like a D23 catch-up day, so we'll definitely be talking about a ton of stuff, but let's talk about Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, which is going to see Kang formally introduced to the MCU, and I just hit my camera right there. So let's talk about this because this is important and it really is going to sort of set up the future of the MCU for years to come, at least until we get to Avengers Kang Dynasty. So what did we just see? So before we get into it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. We're trying to get to 25,000 subscribers this week. I think we can get there. I really do. And once we get there, we got some stuff that's going to be planned out for the channel, some challenges, some also giveaways, and a lot of other stuff. So stay tuned. But let's talk about this footage. So let's get into it. So with Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania coming out February 17, 2023, it is the film after Black Panther Wakanda Forever that is going to push the MCU forward. So in the footage, we actually see Scott Lang, Hope Van Dyne, and also Cassie Lang driving through the countryside. Cassie Lang, of course, being played now by Catherine Newton. They're listening to Scott Lang's new book, and then we also see that Scott Lang is pretty much getting a lot of recognition due to this book. He's also got an Employee of the Century at Baskin-Robbins, so there's a lot to celebrate right here. I mean, you save the world and everything, but then you release a best time seller, and you also become the Century Employee at Baskin-Robbins. I mean, what else is there, right? So then we find out that Cassie's actually been hanging out with Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne, and they've been doing a lot of science experiments, and Cassie even created a two-way radio that will connect the quantum realm, and this pretty much is where we have Cassie right now. Right as soon as all of this happens, we see that Pym, Van Dynes, and the Langs all get sucked into the quantum realm. They encounter a lot of weird stuff, including Bill Murray down there. One in particular, their encounter down there is also Kang, of course being played by Jonathan Majors, and it turns out that he wants something for Lang to retrieve from him. As we know, Lang is a professional at this, and Kang is pretty much like, you're gonna have to do what I do. And Kang pretty much pressures Lang by saying like, hey, you know, your family and all, you want them safe, you're gonna do this. So we pretty much are going to get introduced to the Young Avengers, I feel, as well as we see that Cassie does have a suit in here. And pretty much that is the footage right there. So we are definitely going to get some very interesting dynamics here. And I'm excited to see what exactly will be explored as well. So yeah, that footage description just sounds insane. I'm excited that this is a heist film as well, because I think that this is definitely going to be exciting to see. What does Kang want Lang to go after for him? I'm not sure, but I think it's definitely going to lead into the Kang Dynasty. And this is going to be an interesting thing for Scott as well, leading into that Kang Dynasty, because I feel like he's going to have to choose whether his family or the fate of the world. And of course, I think that is definitely one of the hardest decisions you can put on a character, is deciding what is the best course of action. Does he let his family perish and just pretty much save the world, or does he save the world and his family perishes? At the end of the day, that is his world. So a good movie right here that I'm excited to see, definitely putting and stacking the odds against one of the biggest heroes I think that we definitely have. No pun intended on that one, but I am excited to see how Scott Lang will react to all of this and how this Kang will be. As we know, we've only seen one Kang the Conqueror, and that was in Loki, and so I'm excited to see different iterations of Kang. And I think it's interesting for Jonathan Majors to play Kang, but having to play Kang in different sort of mentalities, as they all are different from each other and have different like relationships with the people around them, as well as different sort of attitudes as well. I think that the Kang that we will get in Kang Dynasty will definitely be the most ruthless. So I'm not expecting this one to go all out with the evilness, but I do expect something much more darker than the one in Loki. So we'll see what happens with that. So let me know your thoughts and opinions on the footage. What do you think about Cassie Lang? The Young Avengers introduced in this movie, I could definitely see that for sure. And we could definitely see something along the lines of Scott warning everybody, just as we saw the Hulk warn everybody about Thanos' imminent threat coming. I could definitely see a scenario where we have Scott Lang doing that and maybe have his family still stuck in the quantum realm. So I think it's going to be an interesting film. I think it's going to be good, and I'm excited to see what else is delivered here. Of course, we have MODOK in this movie as well. We haven't seen an official look at MODOK just yet. I think that they were only shown to some of the people that were at Comic-Con, but we will definitely find that pretty soon. I think that they are definitely waiting to release that trailer after Black Panther Wakanda Forever, so I could expect this trailer sometime around Thanksgiving maybe. That's when I'm expecting to see this, and I'm excited for it. Maybe Christmas time for sure. So let me know your thoughts and your opinions on this trailer. Are you excited? Are you not? What do you think about this whole situation where Scott Lang has to retrieve something for Kang? What could that possibly be? Like I said, it definitely is something I think that Kang needs in order to maybe escape out of the quantum realm. Whatever made this Kang be in the quantum realm is something also that we have to think about, but I think that Scott Lang is definitely going to regret whatever he does. So a lot of interesting stuff being built up here. Anyways, as always, that is going to do it for me. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Check out my other videos on footage descriptions from D23, as we haven't gotten much trailers, but I've talked about Indiana Jones 5 trailer, also the Loki Season 2, as well as Black Panther Wakanda Forever. We talked a little bit about Captain America New World Order, and now we're talking about Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. So make sure you go check out all of those videos, and make sure you're subscribing as well to the channel. We are on the road to 25,000 subscribers. We're so close to that. Make sure you're hitting that notification bell to know when videos drop, because we will do a giveaway at 25,000 subscribers. So you want to know when that video drops to know how to enter and all of that. So make sure you're doing all of that. But as always, that is going to do it for me. Really appreciate you watching and subscribing. And as always, make sure that you check out the videos on the left, and I'll see all of you next time. Check us out on Twitter at Culture Elixir, TikTok at Culture Elixir, and our website cultureelixir.com, where we post more stuff on all the things you love. As always, I'll see all of you next time. Stay safe, stay positive. If you made it all the way to the end, really appreciate you listening all the way to the end. As I said, make sure you're subscribed, turn that notification bell on. We have a ton of stuff planned in the coming weeks and so make sure you have that notification bell on, because we will be starting some new series as well as some giveaways and some other fun stuff as well. So you don't want to miss out on any of that. We will also be going back to the podcast. Last week, just missteps, so we missed a lot of stuff. So these two podcasts this week will be more jam-packed, almost 30 minutes each. So if you want to hear about horror and all of that, that is definitely the podcast you want to listen to. So make sure that you are following us to know when that drops. Buzzsprout, also our website, and also Twitter is where you can find us. So definitely check those out as well. But as always, make sure you subscribe so you never miss out on anything that we're dropping. And I'll see y'all next time. Stay safe, stay positive.